You're watching Get Surreal TV with Thomas and Camilla. Right now we're lucky enough to be joined, as we are every Friday morning, with Andrew on the couch talking about sport. How are you this morning, Andrew?
Very good, guys.
That's good.
Hey, Andrew. I went for a run this week.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it invigorating for you?
Are you talking about yesterday?
No, not.
So you had two runs?
Run. Yeah,
There you go.
2 runs this week.
Fantastic.
You impressed?
Very much.
I figured you would be.
Very much.
A sporty guy.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm that sort of person.
Thanks.
Anyway, today we're going to talk about two things. With the Socceroos playing Japan on Wednesday, we're going to talk about the match and also more about the World Cup bid that Australia's got for the 2018-2022 World Cups. And also, after the break, we'll talk about a surprise story for the US Open. Basically, an unknown golfer has qualified right out of the blue, and a bit of a Cinderella story, if you like. So, interesting one.
He probably doesn't appreciate being related to Cinderella.
Well, I haven't confirmed that, but it's...
He's like, I'm not Cinderella, I'm a man.
I'm a real boy.
So first of all, with the soccer, so great attendance for Melbourne, 70,000 turned up for the MCG, fantastic. But what I guess Australia want to do is focus on bidding for the 2018 or 2022 World Cup. At the moment, we meet 4 of the stadium criteria, so they need at least 9 to 12 that match, certain 60,000 for the semi-final, final, and the opening match, and 40,000 for the group games. So we could rebuild stadiums, but that's okay.
Do you think culturally Australia is fit to host a World Cup? Like, are we soccer mad enough at this point?
Well, I think in terms of sport, very much so. We're very, as a nation anyway, very open to different sport. I mean, with Melbourne has a very good turnout record for attending soccer matches, and the A-League has generated a lot of interest. Socceroos with their 2006 strong World Cup, very much so. Strong European contingent immigration. So, absolutely, it would be a huge success, I reckon.
I mean, the crowds that pulled a year or so ago, I mean, they were massive crowds in the city at Federation Square watching it on the big screen. I mean, that's just a small picture of what it could be. And 70,000 people turning up, that's big numbers.
It puzzles me why more people don't go to the A-League competition, though. It would make sense for people to go to that just as much as, or maybe not just as much as the AFL, but, yeah, or at least more than the rugby. Hey,
enough about that.
So, but just also because, I mean, it's our 3rd most popular football code, like pretty much everywhere else that hosts the World Cup, I imagine. I mean, soccer's the world game. They call it the world game because it is popular.
That's right, yeah. It'd be huge for Australia.
All right, we'll be right back after the break.
See how Jack Black takes on Liam for a ride.
Jack just told us the truth.
Toyota presents 60 Minutes, Sunday.
Welcome back to watching the Get Surreal TV with Thomas and Camilla. We've got Andrew in the studio with his sports segment. Now, you're talking about a gentleman who has kind of come out of the woodwork and is now in, the final rounds, or has been selected?
Good pun.
Thank you.
Woodwork.
Woodwork golf.
Woods.
Yeah. Very much so, yes. So Doug Batty, he's professional since 2004, and in his career he's only earned $4,800. So he's not really a well-known golfer, but basically he went to this qualificational tournament where sort of 9,000 people entered. He somehow won his tournament there, got into another sectional qualifier which had sort of 170 people, full of people who were professionals, guys who'd won it before. Lee Jansen, he's won it twice. And in his tournament there were 80 people, only 4 spots. He came second somehow, and then he had a playoff with 3 other unknowns, and he won. And now he's playing in the US Open. It's just unbelievable.
It sounds like Australian Idol. Like it sounds like a talent search, and they found Batty. Like he is the one, like the one thereafter. Do you think he's living in poverty if he's only ever made $4,000 in his life?
Well, and there's a picture that the viewers just saw there. I mean, it doesn't look like he lived in poverty. I mean, he's got a wide-brimmed hat, which suggests that at least he could shelter himself if it did rain.
That's
true.
It
does rain on the golf course.
Yeah.
But usually there's massive prize money in golf, though, isn't there?
I just realised it's $4,000 in the sport of golf and not over his entire.
That's right. He could have done something else. But yes, Sorry, what was your point there?
There's massive money to be won as far as prizes go in the golf tournament. You were saying the last person wins $24 or something.
I know. Score. You don't even have to like hit a ball. Actually, it'd be you'd actually do quite well if you didn't hit a ball, because golf being the sort of sport where you need a low number, not a high number. So that was a really stupid comment.
That's all right. So yes,
$24 though. I could use $24. Sorry, Andrew.
That's okay. So I thought also with that's a good story, but more about the Australian contingent as well. There's 9 Australians in the tournament, which is a high number anyway. But Stuart Appleby, Jeff Ogilvy, who won it in 2007, he's sort of tipped to go well in it. Adam Scott, who's been up there for some time, so a good contingent there. So obviously, some interest in the for the Australians in the US Open as well.
You a golf guy, Andrew?
I have played. Yes, I'm a occasional golfer. So.
Do you think it's a spectator sport?
It can be.
It can be?
It can be, yes. If you're really into it, then you'll follow anything.
I prefer mini golf, personally.
Really? To play or spectate?
Play.
Yeah. Spectating mini golf is a bit
not the same.
Dry.
It is. Thanks very much, Andrew.
That's okay.
Thank you. We'll catch you next Friday for more news in the sport 2 world.
We've now got Casvian with Fire.